Hey Edson, it's Mayor Zahara here to give you an update on COVID-19 for April the 1st. As you can tell, I'm not in where I normally am doing my videos. I'm in my vehicle today, unfortunately dealing with a family health emergency. So that's why I'm in my truck. Normally I'd be back in Edson doing this in my house or in the office, but unfortunately I had to spend some time on the road today in Athabasca. To talk about COVID-19 today, unfortunately 117 new cases being reported in the province of Alberta. Premier Kenney talked about a backlog in activity when it came to testing, and that is why we've seen the jump in cases today. We've also had some additional deaths in the province, and our thoughts and prayers are with the families that are impacted. Last night, Town Council met for a couple hours as part of the Emergency Management Advisory Committee to talk about COVID-19, the current situation, what's going on, not only in Edson, but across the province, and to have a discussion about our finances. And these are tough discussions because there's so many unknowns on when things are going to start resuming back to normal. There's certainly impacts for our business sector, for our residents. So council is taking a lot of information in, thinking about what's going on today, thinking about recovery in 2021, 2022, and what that would look like. And unfortunately today, we've announced that we've laid off 18 Town of Edson employees, positions that belong in facilities that are currently operating. These are temporary layoffs, but unfortunate because it's having real impacts on the people that we value in the organization, and it has impacts on families in our community. And so I just want to say to those employees that were laid off, we're very sorry we had to do this. It's not an easy decision to do, but really it's the right decision right now for what is going on in our community, and it'll position ourselves well to bring those positions back when it's the right time to do so. We've also announced that all folks working for the Town of Edson will be going to a 0.9 schedule, which will allow us to reduce our wage costs by 10% and allow us to pass on savings to taxpayers in the Town of Edson. Once again, not an easy decision to make, but it's prudent. Council feels it's prudent that we're doing this. Administration feels the same way, in order to position ourselves in the best way possible for our community. And it also allows us to have some flexibility down the road if things get even worse than what they are today. So I would like to thank the employees for their understanding as we go through this, the union and everybody who's involved in this process. These are emergency measures for a time of unprecedented crisis with both the economy and with healthcare. What's going on with oil right now as well as having an impact in our community. And these measures are not meant to be instituted for the long term, just a short-term measure that will hopefully have some longer-term benefits for our community. With these changes and with some of the other things we're looking at, which we'll discuss at future council meetings, you're probably going to see some service level impacts in our community. We're going to be focusing our efforts on core services, so some of the nice to haves that we've come to accustomed to might not be there for the remainder of the year in order for us to deal with this situation. Council still has to make a lot of final determinations and still needs to have a lot of discussion about that, but I just want to flag that for you so it's not a big surprise. And all the measures that we're talking about so far still have to come to council for final approval, but this is the direction we're heading in, and I think it's really important that we're transparent about that, so you're aware that we are taking steps. We find that it's really important that we have done some things in order to alleviate some of the stresses on businesses in our community and residents in our community. So stay tuned. We'll have more information on this in the weeks ahead. Council will be having a meeting on Tuesday, which will be live streamed, and then we'll have a budget committee meeting the following week, which will also be live streamed, so you can tune into that to hear those discussions. And there's different ideas and different strategies on how to move forward, but I'm really proud of the work that administration, council, and staff are doing in order to address this, as well as all the other community organizations that we're working with at this time, because this is really impacting everyone. We all need to work together, and that's my update for today. So Edson, be safe, be kind to one another, and let's get through this and be stronger because of it. Thank you.